We acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land, the Wanneroo people, and pay respects to elders past and present. Their traditions of storytelling and knowledge sharing continue to inspire and enrich our school community. Welcome to the Grammar Grapevine. I'm Chelsea, and this is your go-to podcast for staying updated, meeting new faces and hearing their stories from around the Hunter Valley Grammar School community. In this week's episode, we're joined by Mr Burgess and Billy, and we're diving into all things volleyball and sport at HVGS. Stay tuned. Welcome both of you to the podcast. It's lovely to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Great to be here.
So you both recently attended a volleyball game day, the HIS Under-15 Volleyball Championships. Did HVGS only send the one team?
Yeah, we sent one boys team and a girls. Now, HIS Championships are only allowed to send one team. At previous events, we've been able to send two.
And where was the competition at?
Was it Beresfield Basketball Centre?
I was actually Broadmeadow Basketball.
And how did it go? What were the results for the team?
We came second at the HIS Championships. We lost in the grand final.
The boys should be really proud of what they did because they've been in the top two of that event or the volleyball events in the Hunter region for the last couple of years.
What is your favourite part about volleyball?
Favourite part is definitely the games, and because we got such a big friend group in it, everyone sort of bonds together, and yeah, we got really good team chemistry.
My favourite part of the game is the athleticism that the guys get to show and demonstrate. For most of us, when we do PE volleyball, it's pretty much hit and miss. However, when you get skilled at the sport, it's actually really competitive and really athletic. And the group of boys that were there at the Under-15s Championships are athletic students. They're great at a lot of different sports, but they've been able to then transfer that into volleyball. So they want to win, they're competitive, and they're highly skilled. So it's great to sit back and watch them. But at Hunter Valley Grammar School, we started our program a number of years ago. A student came to us from another school and said, "Hey, do you guys have a volleyball program?" At that point in time, as director of sport, I said, "Well, no, we don't. There's no real competitions for us to play in." And she directed us to some comps in Sydney. And she was a highly talented player. We got a group of friends around her, and we started going to Sydney events. We did that for a number of years, and then we pushed to get local events. And since that's when the HRS Invitational and now HRS Championships. There are some schools that play volleyball as their number one sport.
Yeah.
Here at Hunter Valley Grammar, we've got so many sports. It's not one of our top sports, but I'd like to think that we can raise the level of involvement for both boys and girls to one that anyone can play.
And Billy, what other sports do you play?
I play a few sports. I play AFL, cricket, bit of basketball, futsal at the moment, obviously volleyball, played a bit of netball, bit of swimming. That's about it.
It's a lot.
And he's not just a player, he's actually quite a talented athlete in all of those, but he's a high level AFL player.
Oh yeah, so I'm in the Sydney Swans Academy. So we've had a bit of a break now, but going into benchmark in a few weeks, so it's a big step. I've been doing AFL for like 7 years now.
What's benchmark?
Oh, benchmark. So benchmark is basically they cut the squad down from about 70 kids to about 30 kids. So it's like a 4-week training block that they assess you on running, strength, skills. They cut the squad down.
And so AFL is your favourite sport to play.
Yeah.
If you could play AFL with any athletes in the world, who would it be and why?
Probably LeBron James because of his vertical leap, and he could just jump over anyone, I reckon. And
so, Mr Burgess, as you said, you've been the director of sport and you've been at HVGS for quite some time now. So what inspired you to become a teacher in the sports space specifically?
I've always enjoyed sport. So at school, played a lot of different sports, a bit like Billy. Cricket was my favourite. When I got the opportunity to go into phys ed teaching at uni, I took it with two hands and really enjoyed it. My first teaching job was on the Mid-North Coast, and at 22 they needed a head of sport, and I put my hand up for it and pretty much did that role for nearly 30 years of my career. So it's just one thing that I've always thought to myself was that I didn't want anyone's student to miss out on an opportunity. So when it was a CIS trial or an opportunity to play in a rep event, I just want to make sure that the students got the chance to play and challenge themselves. Yeah, so picking up from what Billy said, so it's pretty obvious that he's a talented player. He actually was a top scorer in that Wybird Shell game. He's the captain of the team. And Billy's been part of the team now for a number of years. So our Wybird Shield team, which is under 15s, as he mentioned, made the semi-finals of the state comp last year. So our goal is to go to there again at the very least. And with Billy leading that team, I think we're a good chance. But he'll also play in our Opens team, which is a Douglas Shield, separate competition. Older players are involved in that, and we'll have our school team playing in it. And also we have a T20 comp. So Billy's got a little bit of cricket coming up. Volleyball's finished. He's got AFL outside of school, but cricket season. So we look forward to seeing how he and the rest of the team perform over the next few weeks.
And if you could add any sport to the programs at HVGS, what would be? I think I know what Billy's would be.
Yeah, probably AFL, definitely, yeah.
Synchronised swimming.
With the swimming caps and everything?
Yeah, or possibly breakdance.
Underwater lacrosse, I think.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. So now we're going to play Two Truths and a Lie.
As a student, I played rugby league and our team won the state championship. As a coach, I coached a team that played at half-time at a Manchester United game in Old Trafford. I was able to bowl in the cricket nets against Viv Richards.
I think the third one.
Yeah, the third.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't bowl against Viv Richards. He would have hit me out of the park anyway.
I've scored 100 in a cricket match before.
I don't know really what that means.
Oh, that's 100 runs.
Oh, okay.
I've scored 100 runs in a cricket match before.
I know that's true.
My favourite colour is green, and I've scored 1 under par, so a birdie on a par 5 at golf.
Oh, I did know what the golf one means. I think the middle one's
The middle one, he's not a greenie.
No, it's the last golf one.
Oh.
I've never scored a birdie on a par
Yeah.
5.
That's not far away because I'm sure you'd be able to smash the ball pretty hard.
Rapid fire questions. Favourite sports team?
Essendon Bombers.
Newcastle Knights.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Go back in time.
I'll go with invisibility.
Who's the funniest person on your volleyball team?
Yuvraj.
And Miss Sheba.
Favourite way to spend a weekend?
Fishing.
With the family, maybe somewhere up around Port Stephens, paddleboards, just hanging out at the beach.
Dream holiday location?
Maldives or Tahiti, somewhere where you
Yeah.
can just sort of hang out around the hut that's over the water. That'd be cool.
I think probably Canada for me. I've always wanted to go there.
And favourite dessert?
Chocolate mousse.
Neapolitan ice cream.
What is the one thing you appreciate most about HVGS that makes it a unique place to play sports?
The people in it. I've taught a number of schools and you can offer the same opportunities, but if you haven't got the people that are willing to give it a go, and that's one thing that we do here at Hunter Valley Grammar School, we've got young people that want to get in and have a go, and that is the best thing about the place.
Yeah, I think just the opportunities that HVGS provide as well, and yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we really appreciate you guys coming on for a chat.
No, thank you, and you guys are doing a great job.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of the Grammar Grapevine. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us wherever you're listening. We have so many more exciting interviews lined up for this term, so stay tuned. See you next week.